I've got a probably 2006, something like that, Gravely 260Z. The engine is, some people call it surging, hunting. RPMs are going up and down, it's kind of a high idle, and it's just really annoying, just going up and down. It's been doing it for years, and I ordered a carburetor off of Amazon. I'm just gonna see if it was gonna work. If it didn't work, I was just gonna try to clean the original Kawasaki carburetor up. So I'm gonna start it up. Water cooled. It's a horizontal instead of vertical, but I like it because it's water cooled, and this mower is pretty much a beast. A hydraulic deck on everything, so I really don't want to get rid of it and get another one. So, and I just mow my lawn here with it, so it's not like I put it through any hell, but to have it just surging up and down is kind of a pain. So here it is.
Now this bolt going through this like a lever or whatever it is, it has a washer, and there's down below, there's below the bracket, there's a washer and a spacer. So I'm putting it back in the washer and spacer, and then putting that on there, throwing it on top of the radiator at this point. At this point here, it helps to, you don't need to pull the screws all the way out. Just pull them out of the threads. Make sure the threads are, or the screws are out of the threads. just far enough. That way they don't hit the fan or the radiator. And then once I started pulling off, I realized that the fuel shutoff solenoid was still hooked up with that wire, and also the breather tube. So you can see the fuel shutoff solenoid wire right there, and it connects. That's the fuel shutoff solenoid. Here I was trying to match up the gaskets to where they needed to go on the carburetor and other parts. And I got this part off that the air breather mounting plate attaches to, and I just thought, you know what, I was getting everything matched up, but then I thought, I wonder how flat that is. Is the gasket going to seal up good? And sure enough, I was looking at it and I thought I'd stoned it just to see if it was warped, and you could see it was pretty warped. So if you stone it on something really flat, it'll show up the high spots, and you can see the low spots too. So you'll see it here after me going it's trying to go in all different directions there. You can see that it's only high in certain places there. There was some low spots. So I wanted my gasket to seal it. So I got out a more coarse stone and a bigger one, and started going to town on it until I eventually got it flat. And I don't show it, but I went and washed this piece off. I didn't let the grit and stone inside here go in them. So I went and washed it off. So I just don't show it. So I'm back from cleaning it at this point. I went to go get some dielectric grease for the fuel shutoff solenoid wire connector. Here I put the gasket on, but I was trying to get the breather tube on it, get it all lined up and everything. It ended up kind of falling off, so I took it off at this point here, and I put it on later on after I get everything all lined up. I slid it in there. Right here, I'm trying to make sure that the breather tube got put on the correct place on the carburetor. Pull all the way. Hit that like and subscribe. Starting that for the very first time.
Sounds pretty good. Amazing.
「
long before I replaced this carburetor, I noticed the idle had been increasing, and for some reason, and I didn't realize that the screw, I guess, it wasn't locked down. The lock nut was not locked, and it had been vibrating all the way in. So here I am turning it down and locking it.
Amazon carburetor to the rescue. Oh my God. And the shop told me today that these are all junk. Thank God I took the chance. Purring like a kitten. No surging at all. Of course, not totally warmed up yet, but sounds pretty good. Sounds great. Yuma carburetor on my Kawasaki FD 750D, and that's what it says. It fits, and it sounds better than it has in years. I mean, many years. Right out of the box. Came with the gaskets too. Woo!
Hit that like and subscribe.